Have you ever noticed how easily peace slips away? One disrespectful comment, one traffic jam, one careless word, and suddenly your whole day collapses. You promise yourself you'll stay calm next time, but when anger rises, it's like something else takes control. You react, you regret, and you start to wonder if it's even possible to stop the fire once it starts. The truth is, we spend most of our lives letting other people decide how we feel. But the Stoics discovered something radical. Calm isn't a reaction, it's a decision. It's not weakness, it's strength under perfect control. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you that upsets you, but your opinion about it." Every storm begins in the mind, and every storm can be mastered there. In this video, we'll uncover 7 Stoic responses that train you to pause before the fire, to see clearly before reacting, and to transform every insult, every challenge, into fuel for inner peace. Comment below. I choose calm over chaos. Pause before the fire. Every fire begins with a spark. One word, one look, one careless gesture that ignites something inside you. You feel it instantly. Your heartbeat accelerates, your jaw tightens, your thoughts begin to race, and a wave of heat rises through your body. That's the moment when anger tries to take the wheel. It's not logic that drives you anymore. It's instinct, pride, and the ancient reflex to defend yourself. But if you can master this exact moment, you can master almost anything. The Stoics called it the battle for the mind, the space between what happens and how you respond. Marcus Aurelius wrote each morning to prepare for that space. Today, you will meet people who are rude, arrogant, deceitful, jealous. He wasn't being negative. He was strengthening his awareness. He understood that life would test him, and the only way to stay calm was to be ready before the test began. This is where emotional mastery starts. Not when everything is peaceful, but when the heat is rising. Between stimulus and response, there's a pause. That pause is your battlefield, and if you can hold it, you win. Most people never even see it. They move from impulse to explosion so quickly that the gap disappears. They react before they think, and in doing so, they hand away their freedom. The pause is where freedom lives. It's the space where you can breathe, observe, and choose. 3 seconds may be all it takes, but those 3 seconds can change your entire life. Think of it like catching a falling match before it hits the floor. You can't stop the spark from appearing, but you can stop the fire from spreading. When the heat rises, don't rush to speak. Don't explain. Don't defend. Just stop. Inhale slowly through your nose. Feel the air fill your lungs. Exhale through your mouth and let your heart beat slow. Observe the situation like a witness, not a victim. Ask yourself, what's really happening here? What story am I telling myself that makes this feel so personal? Because most of the time, it's not the insult that hurts. It's the meaning we attach to it. Modern psychology now confirms what the Stoics practiced centuries ago. That brief pause activates the rational part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, and shuts down the amygdala, the emotional alarm that makes you lash out. In that moment, your physiology and philosophy align. You reclaim control of your nervous system. The more you practice this, the stronger your pause becomes. It's like building an inner shield, invisible but impenetrable. People will still say and do things that could provoke you, but instead of reacting, you'll watch their chaos bounce off your calm. They'll try to pull you into their storm, but you'll stay anchored in your peace. So next time you feel the fire rising, remember, power isn't in the reaction, it's in the restraint. The one who pauses first wins the war within. Affirmation: no one can pull me into their storm. I stay in my peace. 2. Don't take the bait. Every day, people throw invisible hooks at you. Words designed to sting, glances meant to challenge, tones dripping with disrespect. They know exactly what strings to pull because the world thrives on reaction. When you take the bait, when you bite, you lose twice. First your peace, then your power. The truth is, most arguments aren't about truth at all. They're traps, energy traps, ego traps, designed to drag you into chaos that doesn't belong to you. The Stoics understood this better than anyone. Epictetus said, "When someone offends you, remember it's their judgment, not your truth." Those words aren't poetic, they're armor, because the moment you realize that someone's insult says more about them than it ever will about you, you begin to detach. You begin to see manipulation for what it is, an invitation to lose control. And you, the Stoic, simply decline the invitation. Imagine walking through a crowded marketplace in ancient Rome. A man shouts an insult as you pass. The crowd laughs. A lesser man stops to fight, proving the insulter right, that he can be controlled. A Stoic keeps walking, unbothered, unshaken, silent. The insult dies where it lands. That silence is not weakness, it's precision. It's the quiet awareness that dignity doesn't beg for validation. Today, our marketplace looks different. It's digital, it's at work, it's in traffic, it's in your own home. The hooks are still there. Only now they come through screens, comments, and careless words. The goal is still the same: pull you into emotional warfare. But you don't have to fight every battle you're invited to. In fact, the strongest thing you can do is not respond at all. Silence confuses those who seek control. It starves them. They want your reaction because reaction is energy, and energy is power. Every word you waste defending yourself feeds their illusion of dominance. But when you stay quiet, you force them to face their own reflection. You become the mirror, still, unbreakable, exposing the chaos they carry inside. It takes courage to not reply. It takes strength to walk away when your ego screams to fight back. But walking away doesn't mean they win. It means you've evolved. Because your worth isn't proven in arguments. It's proven in restraint. Let them talk. Let them twist. Let them drown in the noise they create. Your peace isn't up for negotiation. The next time someone tries to provoke you, pause and remind yourself, they're fishing for my reaction, and I don't bite. Let their words pass through you like wind through trees. Stay centered, stay calm. Because true power doesn't need to shout. It only needs to remain still. Remember, people can only control you when you react. The moment you stop taking the bait, you become untouchable. Affirmation. Their chaos stops where my awareness begins. 3. Build calm like a muscle. Through daily practice. Calm isn't something you stumble upon. It's something you build, one deliberate choice at a time. Like a muscle, it grows only when it's tested. When life pushes you, provokes you, frustrates you. Most people wait for peace to arrive when things finally go their way. But peace doesn't come when the world quiets down. It comes when you do. The Stoics understood this long before modern psychology. Seneca deliberately trained for hardship. He slept on hard floors, wore rough clothes, and ate plain food, not to punish himself, but to prepare his mind. He called it voluntary discomfort, a rehearsal for chaos, so that when real storms came, he could meet them with calm. Because calm isn't born in comfort, it's forged in friction. And that's what your daily life is, a training ground. Every delay, every rude driver, every moment when things don't go as planned. That's your gym. The traffic jam that tests your patience. The critical boss who talks down to you. The text that makes your blood pressure rise. Those aren't random annoyances. They're mental weights waiting to be lifted. Each moment is a rep, a chance to practice steadiness instead of surrender. When frustration hits, don't run from it. Step into it with awareness. Feel the tension rise, but don't feed it. Watch your emotions like a storm moving across the sky. Loud, temporary, and beyond your control. Breathe. Slow. Ground yourself in the present moment. Whisper quietly, "This is my training." That simple shift, from resistance to practice, transforms irritation into mastery. Every time you hold your reaction, you strengthen your self-control. Every time you breathe instead of snap, you're rewiring your nervous system. You're teaching your brain that discomfort is safe, that you can feel the heat without burning in it. Neuroscientists call this response conditioning. The Stoics called it wisdom. Both are right. You're training your inner fortress, brick by brick. There will be days when you fail, when anger wins, when your patience cracks. That's fine. Every muscle trembles before it grows. What matters is that you return to practice. Because calm isn't perfection, it's persistence. It's showing up again and again until peace becomes your natural reflex. So tomorrow morning, don't just hope for a calm day. Build one. Expect the tests. Welcome them. Each challenge is a new set, another chance to train the most powerful muscle you have, your mind. Remember this. Calm is not avoidance, it's control. It's the art of moving through chaos without letting chaos move through you. You don't wait for peace, you earn it. One breath, one pause, one uncomfortable moment at a time. Affirmation. Calm is not a gift, it's a discipline. 4. Reframe every attack into training. Most people see conflict as a curse. The Stoic sees it as a classroom. Every confrontation, every insult, every unfair moment. These are not obstacles. They are lessons in disguise. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What stands in the way becomes the way." To a Stoic, that wasn't just philosophy. It was a survival code. Whatever tries to break you is also trying to build you, if you let it. You can't stop the world from testing you. People will misunderstand you, disrespect you, criticize you, and sometimes even betray you. But you always get to decide what those moments mean. You can label them as personal attacks, or you can reframe them as personal training. Every emotional hit is a chance to develop endurance. Every moment of tension is an opportunity to refine your strength. Think of life as a forge, and you are the metal. Fire doesn't destroy steel, it strengthens it. Heat reveals its shape. Pressure defines its structure. Every challenge that threatens your peace is simply another flame teaching you how unshakable you've become. That's the Stoic way. To stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is this teaching me?" Reframing doesn't mean pretending pain doesn't hurt. It means using that pain as a teacher, not a master. When you're criticized, practice humility. When you're ignored, practice patience. When you're blamed unfairly, practice integrity. These aren't punishments. They're opportunities to live the philosophy you admire. Imagine keeping an emotional workout log. Each day, write down the moments that triggered you. Don't judge them. Just note what lesson each one offered. Someone interrupted me. Lesson in patience. Got blamed for something I didn't do. Lesson in control. Wasn't acknowledged. Lesson in self-worth. This isn't journaling for comfort. It's training for clarity. Over time, you'll begin to notice something powerful. The same situations that used to ruin your day now strengthen it. What once made you feel attacked now feels like practice. You'll realize that the world hasn't changed. You have. You've stopped reacting and started reframing. Marcus Aurelius faced war, betrayal, and loss, yet he still wrote words of serenity. Why? Because he saw everything. The praise, the pain, the triumph, the failure, as equal exercises in the same gym of life. And when you adopt that mindset, nothing can truly harm you. So the next time someone tries to provoke you, pause. Don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What's this for?" Because maybe life isn't testing you to see how much you can take. Maybe it's training you to see how much you can transform. Every attack is just another rep in your emotional training, a chance to become calmer, wiser, and harder to shake. Affirmation: every attack is my training. 5. Observe. Don't absorb. Not every emotion you feel belongs to you. Sometimes you're just carrying what others spill, their anger, their anxiety, their bitterness. It seeps into you if you're not careful, until suddenly you're heavy with feelings that aren't even yours. That's how peace gets stolen, not through violence, but through emotional osmosis. The Stoics understood this deeply. The world is full of people trapped in their own storms. Your job is not to join them. Your job is to stay grounded while they rage. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You always own the option of having no opinion." That sentence sounds simple, but it's one of the most powerful shields ever forged. You don't have to have an opinion about everything. You don't have to absorb every energy that comes your way. Observation is not apathy. It's awareness. It's saying, I see it, but I don't become it. When someone lashes out, when negativity fills the room, imagine yourself as a mountain in a storm. The wind may roar, the rain may strike, but the mountain doesn't move. You hear the noise, but you don't echo it. That silence, that stillness, is your strength. Most people don't realize how contagious emotions are. Walk into a tense room and your body tenses. Scroll through angry comments and your mood drops. Watch someone panic and your heart races too. This is emotional contagion, and it's real. But awareness breaks the chain. When you can see what's happening, you regain the choice to step back, to breathe, to observe instead of absorb. Try this. The next time someone dumps negativity on you, picture a transparent shield around your mind. Not to block people out, but to filter what comes in. You decide what passes through. You decide what stays. Breathe slowly, anchor your awareness in the present, and remind yourself, this emotion isn't mine to keep. You can witness the chaos without letting it invade you. Observation is liberation. It's what separates the wise from the wounded. The wise person doesn't get lost in other people's storms. They know that reacting to every emotion around them only multiplies it. The Stoics called this detachment, not coldness, but clarity. They understood that empathy without boundaries becomes self-destruction. You can still care deeply and stay calm. You can still listen without losing yourself. True compassion doesn't mean drowning with others. It means showing them there's land beyond the waves. That's what a Stoic does. They become the calm in the chaos, not the chaos itself. So today, make it your practice to pause when negativity arises. Notice it, name it, but don't claim it. Let the energy pass through you like wind through leaves. Feel it move, then watch it go. Because the moment you stop absorbing, you stop bleeding energy that was never yours to begin with. You become lighter, clearer, stronger. Affirmation: I witness. I don't absorb. 6. Control the controllables. One of the greatest sources of human misery is our obsession with controlling what was never ours to command. We try to change people who don't want to change, force outcomes we can't predict, and rewrite events that have already happened. We exhaust ourselves chasing what's outside our reach, and then wonder why we feel powerless. The Stoics called this confusion the root of all suffering. Their cure was simple, yet life-changing. Focus only on what's within your control and release everything else. Epictetus, who was born a slave and crippled for life, taught this from experience. When his master twisted his leg until it broke, he simply said, "You can break my leg, but not my will." That line isn't Stoic posturing, it's pure liberation. His body could be controlled by others, but his response never could. That's the essence of freedom, the ability to choose your inner state regardless of outer chaos. Look closely at your own life. How much of your anger comes from trying to control what you can't? You can't control traffic, but you can control your patience. You can't control other people's opinions, but you can control your integrity. You can't control timing, but you can control effort. The more you pour energy into what's beyond your reach, the less you have for what's right in front of you. Your actions, your attitude, your choices. The Stoics visualized two circles, the inner circle of control and the outer circle of concern. Peace begins when you live inside the inner one. Every time you step outside, trying to manage other people's behavior, predicting the future, reliving the past, you hand your peace away. But when you return to your circle, you reclaim power instantly. Here's a simple practice. When frustration rises, pause and ask, is this within my control? If the answer is yes, act with discipline. If the answer is no, practice acceptance. That doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop suffering for what you can't shape. Acceptance isn't surrender, it's strategic strength. It's choosing to conserve your energy for what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius lived by this principle while leading an empire through war and plague. He couldn't stop loss, betrayal, or death, but he could control his mind. And that's why his journal, Meditations, still calms hearts 2,000 years later. Because the moment you understand what's yours to manage and what's not, the world loses its grip on you. Control the controllables. Release the rest. That's not detachment. That's clarity. The river keeps flowing whether you fight it or not. But when you stop thrashing and learn to steer, life begins to move with you, not against you. The next time frustration burns inside you, remind yourself, I can't control the wind, but I can adjust my sails. That's where your strength lives, not in domination, but direction. Affirmation. My power begins where my control begins. 7. Choose virtue over victory. There will always be moments when you could win the argument, humiliate your opponent, prove you were right. And yet, deep down, something in you whispers, don't. That whisper is not weakness, it's wisdom. The Stoics believed that true victory is not in defeating others, but in never betraying yourself. Every confrontation offers two battles, one outside you and one within. You can conquer the world and still lose the war if you abandon your principles to do it. Marcus Aurelius faced betrayal, slander, and political deceit, yet he refused to repay evil with evil. He wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy." When one of his own generals plotted against him, Marcus forgave him instead of retaliating. People thought it was foolish mercy, but it was mastery. Because he knew hatred corrupts faster than any enemy could. He would rather lose than hate. That is what it means to choose virtue over victory. Our culture glorifies domination, winning debates, clapping back, proving superiority. But the Stoic understands that the loudest victory is silence, and the most powerful posture is composure. You don't need to win every argument. You need to keep your dignity. Winning by ego costs more than it rewards. You spend your peace for the illusion of triumph, a hollow trade that leaves your spirit poorer every time. Think about it. How many times have you won but felt smaller afterward? How many times have you said the last word but lost respect for yourself in the process? That sting isn't defeat. It's conscience reminding you that victory without virtue is just vanity. Choosing virtue means pausing before you act, asking, does this align with who I want to be? It's the discipline of restraint when provoked, honesty when lying would be easier, humility when pride tempts you to perform. Virtue doesn't shout, it doesn't demand applause. It simply stands, quiet and unshaken, while everything else burns out. Write down your personal code. 3 values you refuse to betray, no matter the situation. Calmness, integrity, dignity. Keep them like armor. When anger rises, when someone disrespects you, measure your next move against that code. If it violates your virtue, it's not strength, it's surrender. Virtue doesn't always look like victory, but it feels like peace. You might lose an argument, but you'll keep your soul. You might walk away from confrontation, but you'll sleep without regret. You'll become the kind of person who radiates quiet power, respected not for dominance, but for discipline. The Stoics believed that character is the only thing that truly belongs to us. Everything else, money, reputation, praise, control, can be taken away in an instant. But your virtue, that's yours forever. Guard it like a flame. Let it light your path when the world goes dark. So the next time life tempts you to win by lowering yourself, remember, you don't need to win the world. You just need to win yourself. Affirmation: I choose virtue over victory. 8. The 7-day Stoic Calm Practice. You can't read your way into peace. You have to practice it. The Stoics didn't just talk about philosophy. They lived it in the middle of chaos, discomfort, and loss. Calm isn't an idea to understand. It's a condition to be trained day after day until it becomes who you are. These next 7 days are not a challenge. They're an initiation. Each day is a deliberate act of building the kind of strength that no one can see, but everyone will feel. Day 1. The pause. Ritual. Today, don't react. When something irritates you, a delay, a rude tone, a careless mistake, pause for 3 breaths before responding. Feel the urge, acknowledge it, and let it pass. This is your first rep in emotional control. Day 2. The observation drill. Spend 1 full day noticing the emotions of others without absorbing them. Watch how people rush, complain, or overreact. Stay still. Let their storms remind you of your anchor. Day 3. The control log. Draw 2 columns, in my control and out of my control. Every time frustration appears, write it down. The act of naming it separates you from it. By night, you'll see how little of your peace depends on the outside world. Day 4. The no reaction window. For 24 hours, respond to nothing out of anger. No texts, no arguments, no impulsive posts. Let silence be your statement. You'll discover that most problems solve themselves when you stop feeding them energy. Day 5. The reflection journal. Tonight, write down 1 moment when you stayed calm and 1 when you didn't. What triggered you? What helped you? This awareness turns experience into wisdom. The Stoics called it evening review. The mirror of the soul. Day 6. The compassion exercise. Speak gently to someone who frustrates you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Kindness under pressure is the highest form of strength. Day 7. The inner fortress meditation. Sit in silence for 10 minutes. Picture your mind as a fortress on a hill. Walls of patience, gates of reason, foundations of virtue. Outside, the world rages. Inside, you are untouchable. Breathe deeply and feel the calm expand through you. At the end of the week, you won't just know Stoicism, you'll feel it in your body. You'll notice a new distance between stimulus and reaction, a quiet power behind your words, a steadiness that others will sense. This is how transformation happens. Not in grand moments, but in small, repeated acts of mastery. Every pause, every breath, every reflection becomes a brick in the structure of your calm. Don't rush the process. Repeat these 7 days as often as you need. The goal is not perfection, it's permanence. The unshakable calm that no chaos can reach. Affirmation: peace is my weapon. You've just walked through the Stoic path, from mastering your reactions to building calm like a muscle. Remember, peace isn't something you wait for. It's something you train for. Every pause, every breath, every act of restraint is a victory. If this message reached you today, it means something inside you is ready to change, ready to choose clarity over chaos and strength over impulse. So carry these lessons with you. Practice them tomorrow and the next day until calm becomes your natural state. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for doing the hard work that most people avoid. The work of mastering yourself. That's real courage. If this video brought you value, share it with someone who needs peace. And comment below. I train calm every day. Let's make it a commitment together. One breath, one moment, one choice at a time. Because the world doesn't need more noise, it needs your stillness.